very good afternoon and welcome to Capitalk 1004 FM. My name is Joe Mars and this is Drive Talk right here on Capitalk 1004 FM with the usual suspects in the studio.
My name is Cynthia. You can call me C.
And I'm Dre.
Dre is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and C as well, as we talk all things cars, and we always broadcast live on Facebook. Today, we are going to be talking about the car of the year and how you can still vote for that car that you think must be car of the year 2019, as well as we'll get into the review of the week. We're going to be talking about age of licensing and age of exiting the road. Should Zimbabwe have a relicensing policy? Dre is going to take us through that.
Yeah.
Our weekly spin of the week is going to be, sadly, off me. Not anything interesting, anything. But and also we'll get a deal of the week, and we tell our listeners, we'll be attending the Toyota Rush tomorrow. The brand new car is being brought into our streets from Toyota. Guys, looks like we have a really interesting show today. But the most important thing is that on the weekly spin, I am going to be very stringent with my information. Andy, Andy's here.
What kind? What is that?
Yeah. Because I just feel like there's nothing interesting about me apart from that. I'm just.
No, we want to know you as far as cars are concerned.
Okay. All right. Let's start off, obviously, as we always do, with the car of the year, and Dre is going to take us through that.
Yeah, the usual information. Cars that are participating: the Renault Duster, Hyundai Tucson, Haval H2, Jeep Grand Cherokee, Overland.
Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. We also have the.
You had to say that because that's the car you are really waiting for.
I know. I have a thing about German engineering.
Okay, so some of the cars that are on
Mitsubishi Pajero,
the D-Max, Isuzu,
Triton, Ford Ranger,
F-Pace Jaguar.
Yeah.
We also have the Haval H2.
Yeah.
We have the Hilux as well. And is that the Toyota RAV4?
It is.
Did we talk about the Ford Ranger and the Amarok?
Not yet.
Yes, we also have the VW Amarok and the Land Rover Discovery. So it's an exciting mix of cars. Very exciting.
All right, so we are still voting for the car of the year 2019. Are we still? Is it still open, Dre? Is it still
very open? Isuzu is leading. The votes are coming in, and the other time you said Kwandiri. As I was already Isuzu winner. They get no. You know what? This is, you can't rig this thing.
Yeah.
You can't rig. You just go in there and vote and
okay.
Make sure you what are you going to win over vote? You never know.
And
also you go on our Facebook page, Zimcot. It's getting a lot of likes.
One interesting thing I should say, and this is just like what should I say, precursor to people watching this video on Facebook. You will see how bad Dre is with our studio headphones. He has no idea how these things go on. I had to help him. But anyway, it's one of those things. When you talk a lot of cars, you forget all the other things. All right. So yeah. Okay. So car of the year is still on. You can go to zimcot.org.com.
Zimbabwean car of the year.
Exactly .com, and you can still vote. When you vote, apana ngazokubirira zokuti unovotera G class, you can't vote twice. Kana wavota kawani ndobva tokuratidza percentage of all the votes that have come through on that vote that you have done. So go ahead and vote. We are still waiting for that vote, and the culmination of all of this is crowning Zimbabwe Car of the Year 2019, and then obviously we get a very big award ceremony for that one. We're going to move on to now the car tip of the week.
Car tip of the week.
So the car tip of the week always keep an eye on your dashboard. The lights on your dashboard will always tell you what's going on with your car. Your check engine light, your oil light as well. Your battery light also comes on and off. Always check the lights on your dashboard so you know what's going on with your car. This is also in line with getting familiar with your vehicle, like we spoke about last week. Familiarize yourself with your car. Usually when something is wrong, it will always tell you. It will make a sound. Other cars will also flash on and off. The light is telling you something's wrong with me, take me to a mechanic. So always check and be familiar with the lights on your dashboard. They tell you when something's going on with your vehicle.
I think the biggest thing that a lot of people do is to forget that stuff right in front of you is meant for you.
Who else is it?
It is not decoration. And I know I always say women are bad drivers.
What's up with you and women?
Don't be sexist.
No, man.
Better driver.
Listen, I have a family of drivers, and most of them are women. And they do bad at just reading the instructions that are just in front of you. Unaona ka fuel indicator kachiflasha, and someone doesn't really
know that it's time to fill up.
They know it's time to they might go for kilometers and kilometers without realizing that it's on, or kekuti dora kavurika. I know that. Don't get me wrong.
You don't tell me this woman who drives my dump trucks, and she uses that thing like nobody's business.
I know her. I've seen her a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and no offense to women. In fact, let's change the conversation. This is not about women. Do not be. You are into this nitty gritty of picking the small little things that I talk about. I'm talking about drivers.
Okay.
But
are you talking about the actual driving or knowing your car? Because this is two different things.
The actual driving also involves reading.
You know what? I would like to support you a bit there, just a bit. You know, there's this tendency. You would not all women, okay, but you know, at times, let's just say some drivers, I don't want to flash, you know, and
it's like you don't know it's there. It's there for you.
I think it's just a fear of machines. For some women, I'm not going to say all women, for some women, but this also happens with some men as well. You know, dashboard my lights, but still Munu doesn't know what's going on. I think it just comes down to individual never really got familiar with their car, so which is what we're trying to change now. Get to know your cars, so you know when something's
the
wrong.
dashboard will be looking like a Christmas tree.
You don't. You get there and you're a passenger and you're. You need oil. Your engine check light is on. But anyway, thank you for that car tip of the week, C. And of course, you can send them through if you've got any contributions as well on our WhatsApp number. That's 0719 100 404. That's 0719 100 404. It is 19 minutes after 1 right here on Capitalk 100.4 FM. We're going to go into our car review of the week. But of course, this week we don't have a car. But we're going to be talking about age of licensing and age of existing in the road should Zimbabwe have a relicensing policy.
Car review of the week.
Yeah, okay. I think this is a very topical issue. Number one, at what age should one be allowed to drive? Yeah. Number two, we can talk about this the whole day. Should we have relicensing in Zimbabwe? Maybe after every 3 years, after every 4 years, I don't know. And at what age should you not be allowed to drive because of old age? Yeah. Just to kick off the discussion, maybe. I would think one can be allowed to drive at 15. I'm using my experience. I started driving when I was in grade 7. No, I didn't even see my dad's car. My dad was stingy, man. I was listening. Yo. My father was tight. But I think 15, you're in Form 3 in 15. Yeah, this one. So I'm sure you can get your license, but just to drive motor or what your parents will have bought for you, yeah. But the other family would drive a combi and things like that. Maybe 21.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so that's you. 15 for when you can drive
retest
your dad's car.
Yeah,
21 for a public vehicle. Retesting in 3 years. We're gonna come back after this short break. Tin's got to see her because she's looking at you and but 15 yes understood but let's do this as journalistically like you can come through into the program on 0719 100 404. Let's go to a short break and we'll be back straight after this.
Every day of the week, Monday to Friday at 17:35 hours, Capitalk 100.4 FM brings you Pick and Drop. If you have lost something or picked up something, report it. Pick up and drop of points are Capitalk FM, Star FM and Herald House security points. Send WhatsApp to 0719 100 404 or call 0242 442 924 to report lost and found items. Pick and drop on Capitalk 100.4 FM at your service.
March is Women's Month, and we celebrate taking our reproductive health seriously. Ladies, take charge and be in control. Double the pleasure with fantasy condoms for you and your lover. Another one from Carrick's.
All right, we're back on Drive Talk, and it comes to you each and every Thursday between 1 and 1:30 right here on Capitalk 100.4 FM. So, we went to that break, and we wanted to find out what's your take on the age of licensing, the age of exiting due to old age, and should we have a relicensing policy, retesting policy? Yatatangirwa namkoma Dre.
I think it comes down to maturity. We can put down a number kuti age, and I think we say 16, that's when you can start learning, and that's the legal age. That's when you start learning. But by 17, 18, I don't think you should be allowed to drive on your own. You should always have someone, a more experienced driver driving with you. You can get, I think policy inofana kuchinja kuti unofana kupiwa allowance like a learner's permit sezvaunoita at 16 and 18, then wamboita 2 years uchinyatsodzidza parod uchikurawo uchimachuwa uchiona zvinenge zvichiitika, then after 2 years you should test again to see kuti are you now mature enough to drive on your own. You know, apa unofana nguva kuma 18 years, then kuma 21 manje after another 3 years this is of driving, then you test again kuti are you now eligible to drive a public vehicle, combi, you know, a bus or something. Then waku testa futi for that. But just to allow kids at 16 because their parents can afford or they have money or whatever to drive at 16, 17, I think it's irresponsible.
I think the current laws as they are great. No changing. This is why. This is for me.
But kids are driving, eh?
Kids are driving
People
illegally.
are dying.
No, not necessarily give us the states. Kids are driving. They're going to school in motor.
What's the age where you can get a license in Zimbabwe? 16?
16, yeah.
Exactly. Which I think is not even a bad age.
Go by the food code assembly of a bone.
Yes, they are driving, but I think they should always have an experienced driver with them. Whoever call?
Yeah, we have a caller. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drive Talk.
Hi, Joe.
How are you doing? What's your contribution to this? What do you think? 16, 15, retest and exit age?
I want to agree with this.
With who?
With C, the lady who
With
just
me.
Oh, okay, with C.
Obviously.
Okay. Obviously, you would agree with the lady in this studio.
It's Women's Month.
Yeah, but I think we are agreeing, but differing again on different spots. What I think is there is always that need for gaining experience and maturity.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that there's this excitement? Even I think it's even true even in your case. When you started driving, you had this excitement about now I can drive and stuff like that. And it always goes with a certain level of immaturity, and it always happens no matter what age.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed it. I think it becomes important now that the time that you qualify to say you've been given this license to drive, you always need someone experienced to cool down those
those immaturity mindsets. Exactly.
Even if you get licensed at 25, it should just say the age of your license. If it's less than 2 years, you always need someone to do it too, at least to give you that experience and that maturity first, before you can be allowed to drive on your own.
All right, thanks a lot.
And if you start driving it,
dude, are you gonna finish? Okay, let's go.
okay, I'm done.
Okay. Thanks a lot. We got another call online too. Good afternoon, welcome to Drive Talk. Quickly, because we don't have time. Yeah. Amuskuirana.
Yes.
Tipe solution yenyu or your suggestion.
Makore driver. Anofanirwa kutodarika 16 years of age. Asike ku 2022.
Hallelujah.
Kuti ma-accidents ari kuwanda. Vapana vechidiki, they're getting too much excited. And they are on it.
Exactly.
And zvinova zviri kukonzeresa tsaona dzakakura, kwozoti vanhukadzi futi ndo vamwe futi
All right. Okay, there he goes. That's his exit door. All right, I agree with him. I think we need actually to review it upwards. Vananga vachitangira kana ku 20. I do understand kuti vabereki vanogona ngana zvinhu zvakawanda zvavanoda kuita, saka mwana atikure ku form 4 mupewo mota aende kuchikoro achienda ku A level and stuff like that. But guys, listen, the amount of carnage on our roads right now is badly due to zvinhu zvakangofana just being patient on the road. Be patient. But do you think wait overtake Magonyeti 5 in Masvingo Road with sorry to say the name of this, but Kafit and kakaloda etc. And it's a curvy road and it's bumpy and it's got potholes. You try to do that, all of that. Some of the things that we see when we're driving, it's just immaturity.
But it's not young people actually. When you think about it, who are having most of
it is because they were given access to driving.
People who are drink driving on the roads and who are just reckless.
It is because they were given the access to drive at a tender age.
No, never.
I think it's because they are just immature.
You know what? Mwana akakura achi drive a motor aishamisire motor.
Aishamisire. Panekakuvundukira kane nkaripo ipa.
You know.
All right.
Like I said, ini ndakatanga driver ndiri grade 7. And
you were just a spoiled brat, I tell you.
No, it was my uncle, man. It was my uncle.
28 minutes
for uncles.
Yeah, of course. Uncles make everything light.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was for a very good reason. But anyway, thanks a lot for that. We'll continue the conversation. Please continue on our Facebook page, which is
the exit.
The exit. Okay, I think when you acquire a skill, there's no exit strategy. It is like learning the ropes of life, like
when
learning how
to. When you get older, pane exit age.
I think you know what.
You know.
I would agree on the part where at an age of 60 or 65. Let's get a retest. Pampesa, but don't get retested because it's a skill. Get a retest, show not maswaka say and all of these things. But all the same, you can continue having the conversation on us with us on Facebook, on the Drive Talk Facebook as well as on our Capitalk FM where we are streaming live right now. Sorry, I cannot take any of your calls at the moment. We're gonna continue and probably just end off not on this tip, but with some more news. First and foremost, does any one of you love Batman?
Batman, yes, Batman. The Batmobile. Is that where we're going?
Yes, we're going to the new Batmobile that has been reviewed by
Matt. I don't like Batman.
I knew you were just going to say that. You are just
haters.
I don't like Batman.
Boring.
I don't like fiction, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So documentaries?
Nah.
Something like this.
Action movies.
Okay. Let's go to our deal of the week.
Deal of the week.
Is this the part where we talk about the Toyota Rush?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Exciting.
Zimbabwe is launching this beautiful
Already,
crossover.
already you're sold.
I know I'm always sold to cars.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Yeah.
So the launch is happening tomorrow at
Tomorrow,
Toyota
Toyota Zimbabwe. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. I've been reading about it. I've been watching movies on YouTube about it. Yeah, it looks like a baby Fortuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mini Fortuna. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, crossover.
If you squint a little.
Fortuna. Yeah, if you squint a little.
You don't need to squint here. It actually just looks like a Fortuna.
It does.
Cross between RAV4 and the new Fortuna. It's apana squinting apanas.
What do you think about it? The Toyota Rush.
Look, it's based on the Avanza. If you've seen the Avanza,
Yes.
then you've kind of seen this car.
So it's like a bigger version of the Avanza.
Exactly,
yes.
just better. I think Vango Gadzirisa one or two things here, and I if I'm not wrong, it's got the same engine as the Yaris, a Toyota Yaris, a 1.5 liter, a 1.5 liter, a petrol only, akuna diesel variant. So it looks like it's a good car. It's practical, especially kana uri mtown isustine gurushushurevana rinokwana mashuromo. You can take them back and forth.
I think it's a pretty decent sell right now. If you look at the crossovers that are coming through, this could be one of those that you would really love to have. My idea of a car is a car that I'm supposed to fit almost everything that I want. And this is one of those.
Value for money?
Yes, value for money as well.
And in a good
if you are talking of
clearance,
kushayaka fuel, what's the engine capacity? 1.5. You say?
1.5.
It's a pretty decent.
Corolla.
Exactly. Why do you need this heavy machine? 3.6.
Munane mari kind of tengera shano.
Cherona mari isefe.
But nekunenza kuja fuel.
Imagine you've got just.
Anemari askumbochema petrol. I mean murkuchema chema muskusema kuyuan.
Okay. So go on YouTube, go on Facebook, Toyota Zimbabwe, find out about the Rush. It's launching tomorrow. C and Dre will be there, and they'll be giving us updates next week when we come back. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add, it's compared to the Duster. I think the Renault Duster. Nema Road Zedo, I was talking about clearance, got a little bit more clearance than that. I think about 10 millimeters. So it clears the ground really well. So
it is an absolutely horrible car.
Which?
The Renault Duster.
That
is the most horrible Renault that I've ever seen. Okay, that is just me. Anyway, let's. Okay, so Matt Reeves reviewed the new Batman, which is the Batmobile. For this is you and I, our conversation right now. The new Batmobile. Yeah, he tweeted the car, and it looks more like a car from the Fast and the Furious. It is just like a Dodge Challenger, a muscle car. But you've got more spicy. It's not any of those Batmobiles that are Jaira. All of those cars, they look like you can never see it on the road. This one you could easily pass it on the road, and it's just nice.
Do you know which car is featured the most in movies? The Ford Mustang.
Yes.
Yeah, Ford
and
Mustang.
It kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like a.
We should talk
like
to Krogo Deeper. I'm sure they can get one for us.
I'm sure they can get one for us.
So Batmobile, what's the verdict?
I like it.
You love it?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it so much. I just want to buy a miniature, car of the same kind, and if I can just get my hands on a cheap body muscle car and build my own Batmobile. That's exactly why I love it, because the other ones you can't build. You can't start even thinking about having one.
Maybe when I will body repair center, I'm going to go a little Jomobile from a Honda Fit.
Okay. All right. We are about to close, and we want to we go through our car joke of the week. Guys, I must warn you, these jokes are in no way or in nowhere near being funny. The last one, we only laughed on Friday.
Taking off for you guys.
The last car joke of the week, we laughed on Friday, and the show was on Thursday.
It was too technical for you guys.
All right, Sue is giving us the car joke of the week today.
Car joke of the week.
I cannot wait for this one. Let's go.
Okay, you need to be a little bit smart to understand this one. So I'm sorry for all y'all that don't have the smarts. But anyway, what do you call a used car salesman? A used car salesman. What do you call that?
An ex-salesman?
No, it's a cardiologist. A cardiologist.
You're going to love musician.
Who probably laugh on Sunday. Oh, a cardiologist. Okay. Guys, thank you very much for coming through.
It's
Always
been
a pleasure.
Yeah.
Please go and watch The Rush tomorrow. I'll be here in the studio, but Ish, I would really love to feel that car. I think it's a really brilliant bar.
Yeah, you know, Zimbabwe is getting exciting. This year, there are plenty of launches.
Yeah.
24
minutes before we get to 1 o'clock. My name is Joe.
I'm C.
I'm Dre.
And we'll be back next week on The Drive Talk.